Hey everybody, this is Owen with VideoSpot. I'm kind of doing like a late night video. I've been writing a proposal and I've been looking at some different things online, and I find that some of the more advanced strategies are some that are the hardest to explain. So I wanted to take a minute and just kind of explain the silo architecture of a landing page strategy and why it's beneficial to your business and being found online. The silo structure, it's a content-based structure that utilizes the knowledge of how the search engines work and how the robots, they call them spiders, how they actually work and what they're looking for. And so essentially what we want to do is reprogram your site to speak the same language as the search engines do, so that they can talk to each other more effectively. Because as I've mentioned in lots of my speaking events and in my webinar, I talk about the 'cause I wanna mindset strategy, where business owners, they just kind of build a website that has green buttons 'cause they wanna, or they create a series of blogs because they wanna, and there really isn't, that's necessarily bad, but there isn't like an end in mind strategy. And that's super important, that you start with a goal, you start with a result that you want to achieve, and then you build a strategy, stepping stones to achieving that. So when you talk to a business that wants to be found online, there's no doubt that the end in mind is to be, placed on Google. And my thinking is not necessarily to be number one on Google, but it's to be number one, number two, number three, where your website is coming up, and then it's your my computer's flashing at me, it's distracting me. Your website is maybe number one, maybe your YouTube videos are number two, and then maybe your Yelp is number three, and so on and so forth. So I want you to own the first page of Google. And to do that with your website, we're going to talk about the silo architecture, and we're going to talk about what it does and why it's part of an essential landing page strategy. So let's take a look at what the silo structure looks like. So let's pretend that this is your website here, okay? And on your website, you've got a series of navigation tabs, right? And maybe you've got like a banner, like a branded banner, and a website video, and maybe some links to top pages here, and maybe an ad right here that leads somewhere, and just some text. So this is your website. Now, these navigation tabs should lead the viewer to a silo structure. Now, they're not going to see this, but this is how it's structured on the back end, or virtually with a virtual silo, which if you have an existing website that's been around for so long, the virtual silo it might be the way that you want to go. But essentially what you want to do here is, let's say that this tab right here is one of your preferred keywords. So we'll call it keyword number one. And when they click here, what they'll find is a page that has to do with keyword number one, right? So let's just call this keyword number one. And as they read that page, they're going to be led to more information that's maybe like keyword number one / modifier. So let's say that we're talking about peanut butter. Your job is to sell peanut butter. Then maybe this page takes you to peanut butter, and you read all about how peanut butter is made here. But then down here, you learn about, peanut butter / chunky, right? And then down here, it's the next article is like peanut butter / flavored. And then over here, it's peanut butter / so it's related to your keyword. So that when the search robots come down, they're digging straight down, and they're seeing that on this page you have links to all these pages down here, right? And that's essentially what that looks like. And a silo structure starts at around 5 pages. Maybe you want to go 10 pages deep. But there's more to it than that. Each page is going to have a sidebar here with links leading it to all the other pages. So essentially what you're doing is you're building authority for the main page here through these pages down here. Okay, and what you're doing is they're keyword optimized, you've got anchor text, and you've got some other essential things, and you've also got maybe like an ad. See, like this ad right here? Maybe every one of these pages has an ad to your landing page, right? And your landing page has an offer on it. So if you're talking about peanut butter over here, right? And then maybe this landing page takes you to an offer to receive, I don't know, an ebook on peanut butter, a free ebook on peanut butter, or a free jar of peanut butter. But the whole idea being that when somebody goes into a search engine and they search for peanut butter in San Diego, right? They would be led to one of these pages that would fill them up with great content. And why would it lead them to these pages? Because of all the authority that these other pages are building for it, and all the relevancy that these pages are building for it. And there's a great optimized ad right here where the viewer clicks, and takes them directly to your landing page where they opt in and become a lead or become a sale. So the silo structure is a really advanced, it's a real sophisticated way of building your website, and you're simply not going to hear this from your local IT/SEO guy. You're not going to hear this from, that email that you got from a Craigslist ad about, hey, we can do your SEO. This all has to do with website architecture. It has to do with content implementation and development. And it has to do with conversion. So you're taking the three main aspects of website development, you're integrating them all into one strategy, and you're executing. Now this is one silo. On any good landing page, the top producers, on any good website, the top producing websites in the country have anywhere from 10 to 15 landing pages optimized for their preferred keywords. So you want to have 10 to 15 silos based on each of your keywords that you've integrated into your website. And we can help you do that because we're Video Spot. We're young, we're active, we're educated, and we're here to take the country by storm when it comes to website development, video marketing, social media, and search engine optimization. So please check out our website, check out our multiple landing pages, and if you'd like to get more information on what we do, please click on the link in the description box and go to my webinar, The Top 5 Tips to Online Lead Generation. This is Owen. I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for watching.